I'm Iain Murray, I'm Head of Operational Living for Bidwells, who are a multidisciplinary business in the corporate real estate space. Have been for 185 years, about 600 people spread across 9 offices, and I look after everything from PBSA to retirement. So we were talking about co-living and the suitability of repurposing offices and hotels, and I had to say, straight off the bat, those, buildings that are, now redundant are often placed in the middle of city centres and actually quite well suited to a repurposing, and from a carbon and an ESG perspective they fit. From a typology they fit, from a location they fit. It was a good discussion, quite a technical discussion in some respects. Just looking at why that would be a good idea. So ULF and I go back quite a long way. I first discovered this conference about 4 or 5 years ago, I think. And I enjoyed it right from the start. I liked the diversity of it, I liked the international aspect of it. There's obviously quite a lot of people come from Europe quite often. But I also think that this conference has significantly grown into the space, and I think the living sector, in the traditional sense, has become more integrated into this conference, and things like short stay and apartment living and such like, which was its kind of natural starting point, have kind of increased into, we're all having discussions on co-living and build to rent, single family housing. So it's a much more, Urban Living Festival is exactly what it is. It's definitely talking about living in the widest possible sense. So I really like it for that. As usual, I just like a lot of the networking. I like to press flesh and say hello to people, and I like to hear what other people have got to say and what their experiences are. So I've sat in on a few sessions so far and I've enjoyed what people have had to say. I've had a lot of lively discussion. It's often quite interesting to get some international perspective, because there's people here from Portugal, which is a bit of an emerging market, people from Spain, the Nordics. They're often looking at the UK as a new potential place to invest. We've got clients that we're already talking to from that space. So I just like the ULF as an event. It's got that kind of relaxed international feel about it. I do enjoy it. I have to be optimistic. It's in my DNA, and as a business we're always trying to project what's the next thing that we can be getting on with, and there's quite a lot of negativity kicking around the market. You just have to be creative. If you've been in corporate real estate long enough, you've probably been through every kind of headwind that's coming at you, and if you know what you're about, then all you need to do is really navigate the headwinds. So it's always going to be about just adjusting to what the market presents in front of you. So I'm very optimistic. This sector's growing and seems to be a lot of capital chasing it. Everybody's interested in it. Yeah, definitely optimistic.